Hey guys, welcome back to another update video on NIO stock. NIO over the past couple of weeks has really seen a trend that we need to pay attention to. Zoom out to the past month chart and you're going to be seeing a few things. Zoom out even further and the context becomes even clearer. Yes, we have seen a major run over here with NIO stock and things still are up significantly, with the share price now being sat around 481. This is a massive contrast to what we saw in July, where the price was around about $3.50. So of course we have seen a significant jump. At the same time, the question is, can this growth be maintained? Well, we're going to be asking that in today's video, and we're going to be looking at some of the facts based on the numbers and based on the situation that we are seeing. At the same time, guys, please do remember that this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I am just sharing with you my personal thoughts and opinions. And with that being said, if you do enjoy this video, make sure to give it a like and do subscribe. It lets me know that you want to see more content on NIO. Anyway, now that I've said all that, we can jump straight in. And again, I want to focus really here on the past 5 days. The past 5 days has really seen a mixed trend. Ultimately, we finished the week slightly down, especially when we're looking from where we were last Friday into this Friday. We are seeing a trend where things are slowly moving down. With that being said, on the Friday, we saw a jump of 8.09%. And this has got a lot of people optimistic looking at where things could go from here. Now, again, I want to zoom into the 1 month chart now because a few things become clear when we do this. Yes, we have seen this growth, and that is good. But the question is now how much of it can we maintain? So as I've said before, a key level that I'm looking for support at is going to be 441. I think a lot of people are going to get very optimistic by this jump, arguably a little bit too much so. It's too soon to call, right? It's absolutely too soon to call. If you guys are ready to get serious about trading for less than the price of a coffee every day, I've got to tell you about the new Patreon page that I have just launched. That's right, guys, I have a new Patreon. I'm going to be sharing everything on here, from my personal stocks that I am watching to pre-market updates, as well as a Discord group which I have started. It's going to allow you to access similar-minded, like-minded people who are also interested in sharing their knowledge about the markets. I'm going to be sharing a lot of stuff over here, guys. There's going to be a lot of exclusive content coming in the next couple of weeks. But do bear in mind, for most of the tiers, spots are limited. The Market Scout, where you'll gain access to the Discord, prices will change after 150 members. At the moment, guys, I'm limited for time, so the Trader's Edge course and above, we're limiting the courses even lower, right? There's a limited amount of people who can join. At the same time, depending on the level of mentorship that you want, we have prices going all the way up from 1450 to the highest tiers over here that you can see. Again, if you're looking to take your journey to that next level, on these middle tiers, this is personally the one that I would recommend, even though it's not the most expensive. It costs less than a coffee every single day, and the amount of information that you'll get here, in my personal opinion, is absolutely worth the value. At the very least, guys, you can become a member for free. The link is down in the description, the comment section, and the bio. Just give it a look and see what you think. And of course, feel free to sign up if you're looking to take your journey even further. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the video. And things really have been very volatile over the last couple of days specifically. One trend that I do want to point to is that over the past couple of days specifically, we are seeing a trend forming now. When you zoom out even further, it becomes even more clear, right? The trend is kind of this sort of downwards channel, where things are overall moving slightly lower, right? Time after time. And this by itself is worth paying attention to. Specifically, if you look to where we are right now, the high that we're seeing just here on Friday is significantly lower than what we saw in the previous trading day, right? Or early in the week, earlier in the week, I should say, if I can speak, right? So we need to pay attention to that. That's one key thing to pay attention to. At the same time, we are seeing the bottoms being even lower, right? This is obviously lower than what this is, right? So we're kind of at this point now where things broadly are slightly slipping downwards. At the same time, we might be able to just hold on to this 440 support. This into the next week is going to be a very, very key level. Either way, guys, into the next week, personally, I am expecting a lot of volatility. Now, with that being said, on the upside, if we are able to maintain this, there's a few things that I'm going to be looking for over here. Number one, I want to see a slow and steady increase. I think I said this in the last video, right? We need to get to a point now where we can change this trend, right? Because things are coming up, they're up significantly. But now we could be looking at the trend slightly shifting and things just moving slightly in the opposite direction. So what is my overall sentiment here? Well, I think it's definitely a case to proceed with caution. If you were to ask me personally, would I buy NIO shares right now? The answer would be no. I'd certainly be looking to see what holds up into Monday at the very least, if not Tuesday or Wednesday. I really, on either end, want some confirmation of what's next. I think if we can hold this 440 mark, great. That is going to be a very key level. If we drop below that, things could be looking to go quite a bit lower. And if we are able to see some growth on the upside, again, we need to break past a few key levels. Most notably, we want to break above this level that we're having a lot of difficulty at, 494, 495. Look over here, both here, to some degree here as well. We can't just break above there, but ultimately, above the $5 mark would be a major win. Show me some growth in there on Monday or Tuesday, and I'm going to say, yeah, that's great, but now I want to see some consolidation at that point too, right? So on the upside, I want some consolidation. On the downside, I want this to hold at the very least 440. If we can't do that, I think things could be looking quite a bit worse, as we will be looking to set a new lower pattern for this trend. I think really that is the two main options that I am seeing here in the short term. And the reason, as I've said before on these videos, why I give you both options is because I want to give you the facts as I see them right now. It's not my intention here to give you guys an opinion, it's simply my intention to pay attention to what's going on. And I know that behind the scenes, a lot of people think a lot of good stuff is going on with NIO, especially when we look at the company's fundamentals. Now, whilst that might be true, let's not get past ourselves here, especially over the past month, right? This has gone from being, what, 330, 340, all the way to 480, even higher at the highs, well above $5. This growth trend is significant. This growth trend is massive. So whether you want to call it profit taking, whether you want to call it a potential trend change, it's really important now that we start to lock in these gains, lock in that bottom at 440 at the very lowest. So that's going to be the bottom level that I'm looking for here into the next week. On the upside, like I say, I just want that slow consolidation growth out of this channel. We've been in this channel for some time now, right between the 440, as I say, and up above $5. Break above that and it could very much signal a trend change. At the same time, it's a bit too soon to say right now. Definitely with this one, I am going to be proceeding with caution. I think it's the way to go over here, but I want to hear your thoughts on this in the comments too. Relatively short video here, but I just wanted to cover this one into next week. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you so much for your time, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to give us a like and subscribe. I do hope I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.